Hey guys, welcome back to the Phantoms Fanatic YouTube channel. This week I am reviewing Django Unchained, released in 2012, directed by Quentin Tarantino, starring Christoph Waltz, Jamie Foxx, Leonardo DiCaprio, Samuel L. Jackson. First of all, I'd just like to point out, because I think this is a funny thing, is the fact that I reviewed two kids' movies before this, and then I review a Tarantino movie, which are some of the most fucking bloody and over-the-top gory shit I've ever seen. I guess I was a bit sick of kids' movies. What do I think of this film? I think that this is one of my favorite Tarantino films. Let's talk about the story. So, the story follows Jamie Foxx playing a slave in pre-World War II America, the South, and stuff like that, so he's a slave. And in the opening, he is rescued and freed by Dr. King Schultz, played expertly by Christoph Waltz, and they become bounty hunters, and Django mentions to Schultz that he wants to buy his wife's freedom because his wife is at a plantation owned by Calvin Candy, played by Leonardo DiCaprio expertly. And you see them try to work together, be bounty hunters and stuff like that. I really enjoy this film. This is probably one of my favorite Tarantino films because when I rewatched it, I was thinking, I did not realize that this movie had like one of the best duos ever put to screen between Django and Dr. King Schultz. The two actors play expertly off each other because Schultz is a very intelligent, smart man who always has a plan set out. He's a bounty hunter who was like a doctor before that. And Django, he is a slave, so he doesn't know that much. So whenever they're acting off each other, he has to be like, Schultz ask him a question, and then, Django's like, what does that mean? I like that. It's an interesting dynamic to me that he doesn't start off smart, but while working with Dr. King Schultz, he becomes a better aim. He gets really good shooting a gun, and he gets a lot smarter. That's one of my favorite character dynamics ever. And the story I personally like. You get Django's motivations right away, and you understand why Schultz is helping him, because he's like, I'll help you save your wife, but first let's go do some bounty hunting, get a lot of money, so we can just get her free right away. Something I like a lot. I also like that Schultz as a character, he always has a plan set out, which is interesting to see, and he's foreign, he's German, so when people look at him weirdly, he's like, oh, so why is everybody staring at us? And then Jamie Foxx is like, because they never seen no black man on a horse or something like that. That's something I like a lot. It's a very interesting and very good character dynamic. The arc of Django in the film is one of my favorites because he starts off not so smart because he's a slave, and as he goes throughout the film, playing off with Dr. King Schultz, he evolves into a smarter character, and he gets a lot better with a gun. Even Schultz is like, they will call you the fastest draw in the West, or something like that. Something I like a lot. Leonardo DiCaprio, my god, is he fantastic in this film, playing Calvin Candy, a southern racist guy who owns a plantation and is the owner of Django's wife, so that's why they go there. He got robbed at the Oscars. He plays this character with so much interesting things because, he's clearly racist, but if, they help him out or something like that, he respects black people because, he owns, that fighting business and stuff like that. It's a very interesting dynamic for him to play, and he got robbed, especially because he's like, you put your hands on that turtle shell tabletop, and he cut his own hand, and he's such a great actor that he uses it to go into the scene, which is, my god, he is amazing in that film. This film, I also like the music, where it's very everybody has their own like has their own themes. There's the Django theme, and even Schultz gets a theme, which is something that I like a lot. They have individual songs. I really enjoy that. I also enjoy like just the music choices they put in the scene, which is something that I like a lot. Um, I love Tarantino's over the top gore and stuff like that, so I just love when people just get shot and squibs go off and it's just blood everywhere, which is why I love the end fight in this. It is so awesome. But then I remember when I first watched it, I thought that since they cut to him like trying to escape being captured, he's like I find that I thought I was starting to draw there, but when I rewatched it, I was like, yeah, this is when he acts more like Dr. King Schultz, where he uses his brain to trick them to get him out of that situation, which is something that I enjoy a lot. And then the ending is amazing, and I really enjoy it. Samuel L. Jackson's also pretty good in this film. He doesn't show up until like the second half, but he's pretty good. And then I also like the direction of the film. I like how you get these like zoom ins on people's faces, like it's an old western thing. But yet Tarantino somehow keeps it modern. He's one of my favorite directors, and he clearly knows how to work with his actors well and can direct a camera very good. I also like how the film is shot. It's a very good cinematography. You also get these scenes where like Django is hallucinating about his wife, which I find was interesting. I enjoyed that. Yeah, I definitely recommend you guys see this one. This is one of my favorite Tarantino films. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like and comment down below what you guys thought of my opinions. Like and subscribe. See you next time.